Hey everybody, and welcome to A Closer Walk. I'm back this week, and I just want to say welcome to all of my newcomers to the page. I hope that you will enjoy all the content that I'm sharing here, and just a big thank you to all of you who have been sticking in there with me as I've started this journey. Y'all are wonderful, and I'm so thankful for you. So, this week I am ready to dive into talking about letting go of having to have control of every situation and just trusting God. And I'm here to tell you that that is not easy. It is not easy, but it's definitely important. And I found myself thinking more about this and as I'm thinking about situations that I want to move forward or that I want to see resolution to. And I finally came to understand that the truth is that I needed to trust God and His timeline. I am not God's boss, and He certainly knows the best time for things to happen. Even if we manage to force something to work out, let's say there's a situation in our life where we could do something to propel it forward. It may fall apart from us doing that. It could turn into a burden because we just weren't ready for that to happen in our lives. And so, this was my focus yesterday as I was praying and journaling, and it just dawned on me that I have actually been very guilty of this lately. And I have been finding myself fretting over certain situations and thinking about ways that I could make it better, make it work, or just push it forward. And all that does is make you worry and just make you frustrated and aggravated. And I just know that it's better for me to let God handle it. And I mean, there are times when we are called to pursue certain situations. God wants us to take the initiative to move forward. But I'm here to tell you that He'll let you know. He will. He'll let you know in some way. You'll have that feeling, that urge, that still small voice in your spirit that's like, yes, it's time for you to do that. You need to take that step. But then there are times when He just needs us to rely on Him, and He needs us to trust Him. And in this instance that I was talking about, I knew I was misplacing my focus. In my spirit, I could feel that voice telling me that I needed to trust God because He had a plan. He has a plan. And so as I prayed this morning, I just said to God, I said, I'm going to give those situations to you. I'm going to live by the phrase that I've heard so many times, and that is let go and let God. His plans are greater than anything that I could ever think of or imagine, or that you could ever think of or imagine. His timeline is perfect, and He knows when it's time for things to happen. And so I know I can just imagine some of you are out there saying, I've been waiting a long time for an answer. I've been waiting a long time for something to work out. I get it. I really do. There's things I've been praying for a long time, and it's hard in that waiting time to really trust that. But some days staying in faith and trusting God, it really is just so difficult. It really is, and doubts creep in, and so easily we can start to feel like we wonder if He is ever going to move in our lives. But I can tell you that He will. He knows what's right, and He knows when to open those doors and when to close those doors as well. If we just have to trust Him and know that He'll answer in His time. And Mark 11:24 says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." We have to believe that what we're praying for will be ours. We have to believe that He is able. You know, you can't just really, I guess, pray for it and just think it's never going to happen. I mean, we can, but you know, how is that going to help us out in the long run? You know, we just need to pray and believe and know that God is capable, that God is willing, and that He knows what He's doing. And you know, you think about it, is the prayer going to be answered exactly how we're expecting? Maybe it will, maybe not. Will the answer to the prayer be the right answer for us? Absolutely. Whether it happens the way you expect it or not, it's gonna be the best way, because God knows what the best way is. Now, will it be answered exactly when we want? Maybe, but not always. Sometimes you can pray for something and it can happen in an instant. You know, I've had times where I've prayed for something, or I've said to God just in passing, you know, it would be really nice if this would happen, and it happens. Then there are times when you can pray for something for years, for months, for days, you know, and I know that that's hard, but you know, just take comfort in knowing that He's there, and He's not just going to leave you hanging there high and dry. You know, He's not, and it'll just be answered when the time is right. And 2 Peter 3:8 says, "But do not forget this one thing, dear friends. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day." To us, waiting for the answer to a prayer for months or years might feel like an eternity, but God is not bound by time the same way that we are, like we tend to be. He's not going to rush it, and he will fulfill His plan when it's right. And you know, His timeline may not line up with ours, but in the end, when it happens, we will see that it was right, and we will be so happy that He waited for that perfect time. So when you find yourself trying to force a situation to work, I want you to just step back for a moment and just pray about it. Let God know that you trust His timing, and that you will not try to control the situation that's been there on your mind, and just let Him have it. Let Him have that situation. Let Him do His work. This is not an easy task, but I truly believe it's necessary to help us live that life of peace that He wants for us. He wants us to rest in Him and rest in His love and His plan for our lives. And now, I had mentioned a giveaway. So now that I've shared my message with you, I want to talk a little bit about that. In one of my previous messages, I had talked about starting to journal, like journaling when you pray, or just part of your day where you just take a moment and you just write down your thoughts or your concerns. And so my giveaway is actually going to be something to help some of you get started with that if you haven't already, or if you know, or just if you have before and you're looking to get back into it. And that these 3 lovely journals here are going to be part of that giveaway, along with a little extra surprise that will come along with them. So be on the lookout for that. Just watch out for the page. I'm going to post for the first giveaway sometime on Saturday, so be ready for that and watch out for that. I am excited about these. They're so pretty, and they're just going to be a really great starter journal for somebody out there. And as always, like, comment, share with your friends and family that would enjoy the page. I am so excited to see this page build and grow and be a place of fellowship for all of us, a place where we can encourage each other and uplift each other and share with each other. I thank all of you for listening to this today. I'm praying for you. I hope you are so well, and God bless you, and I will see you so soon.